Good evening, everyone. We're going to call our meeting to order, and we'll begin with our land acknowledgement statement. We acknowledge that the ground on which we live is the traditional territory of Caldwell First Nation, of the Three Fires Confederacy, and the original people of Point Pelee and Pelee Island and its surrounding lands and waters, and that of the Huron-Wendat and Wyandot peoples. We recognize and respect the First Nations who are stewards of the land and waters of Turtle Island and who have embraced this stewardship since time immemorial. We would also like to acknowledge contributions of other nearby First Nation communities and all original people across Turtle Island. If I can get an adoption of our agenda for December 15th, 2025.
So move.
Moved, support, Marie, all in favor? That carries. Any disclosures of community interest? There being none, if we can adopt the minutes of the LaSalle Police Service Board Committee and public meetings held October 27th, 2025. Moved by Marie, support by Anita, all in favor? And that carries. And we'll move right into our presentations and delegations. Who would like to come up? Deputy Chief? Chief?
Thank you, Your Worship. About a year ago, we created a recognition program for members of the LaSalle Police Service, and there's three formal methods of recognition. We also have some informal methods internally in the organization, but there's three formal. One is a Deputy Chief's letter of recommendation, one is a Police Chief's commendation, and I guess the highest award would be a Police Board citation. So we're very pleased to be announcing two Deputy Chief's letters of recognition and a Police Chief's commendation tonight.
Good evening. For the Deputy Chief's letter of recognition, on Friday, November 21st, 2025, at about 10:22 a.m., Constable Joseph Fosbender was stopped at the intersection of Malden Road and Normandy. At this time, he saw an elderly woman using a walker stumble and fall from the sidewalk onto Malden Road. Constable Fosbender immediately activated his emergency lights and positioned his cruiser to prevent vehicles from striking her. Constable Fosbender then checked on her injuries and called for EMS to attend. Constable Adam Stibbert attended the scene, and the two officers were able to assist getting the woman to her feet. Paramedics assessed her, then the officers drove the woman to her residence and contacted her daughter. The officers remained at the residence and helped the woman put away her groceries, and they waited until family members attended. Both officers displayed exceptional care and professionalism. Some might suggest this was a small act, and while true, small acts can have big impacts, and this level of care exemplifies the LaSalle Police Service mission to provide community leadership and service excellence. On behalf of the LaSalle Police Service, I'm proud to award Constable Joseph Fosbender and Constable Adam Stibbert with the Deputy Chief's letter of recognition. Come on up, guys.
Okay, thank you. Congratulations to both of you, but really more thank you. I saw the story actually posted on social media, which seems to where I get all my information from these days, what we're doing right and what we're doing wrong anyways. But the things they had to say about you guys was what we already know. You guys care about our community and you always go above and beyond. And it's just those little things, even though maybe at the moment you didn't think it was that important, it meant a lot to everybody here. So thank you from all of us and the board as well as council for what you do for the town. So I have a recommendation that the memorandum from Deputy Chief Woods dated December 1st, 2025 regarding the Deputy Chief letters of recognition be received. Moved by Anita, support by Marie, all in favor. And that carries. We can move on to item number 2, which is the Chief of Police commendation.
Thank you, Your Worship. In August of 2008, the LaSalle Police Service recovered a body of an unidentified male who was found in the water near Fighting Island. Investigative steps were taken by the initial officers in the Criminal Investigation Division at the time of the recovery. However, these were unsuccessful in identifying the male. The case was reviewed by other officers at different periods, and further attempts to identify the male were met with the same results. The only investigative lead available was related to the male's DNA being uploaded to the National DNA Data Bank under the National Missing Persons DNA Program. In early 2025, Constable Hunter attended a forensic investigative genetic genealogy workshop in Toronto, where she gained knowledge from experts in the field of work who have successfully identified previously unidentified human remains in both humanitarian and criminal cases. She was able to network with contacts who could potentially assist the LaSalle Police Service. In April 2025, Constable Hunter began a detailed overview of the 2008 case with the intention of getting approval from the Ontario Forensic Pathology Service to provide a forensic investigative genetic genealogy for this case. She was able to identify a series of investigative steps to confirm there was enough biological material available to proceed. She obtained approval from the Ontario Forensic Pathology Service to proceed. Constable Hunter coordinated with other agencies who conducted searches of their respective databases for cases that were like the LaSalle case. This revealed 5 cases that required further investigative follow-up to assess if they could be related or potentially are unidentified male. This required extensive follow-up with police agencies in both Canada and the United States to compare the facts and circumstances of their cases. This identified other possible DNA comparisons that could be required. In July of this year, Constable Hunter was able to obtain permission to compare the DNA sample on file with the DNA databases in the United States. In August, she was notified the DNA comparison with the United States databanks were successful in identifying the male as a U.S. citizen who previously resided in Michigan. In the weeks that followed, Constable Hunter liaised with the Michigan State Police Department, the Detroit Police Department, Michigan Department of Corrections, the Ontario Regional Coroner's Office, the U.S. Department of State, and the U.S. Consulate to locate and notify a next of kin. The deceased next of kin was notified on October 8th of this year and were provided with information on where their loved one was buried. The LaSalle Police Service issued a media release on October 31st outlining the fact that this cold case was solved, providing closure to the family by giving John Doe back his name. Constable Hunter committed to this project with an investigative tenacity that was evidenced by 41 supplementary reports. She authored and entered numerous email correspondence from various government agencies. She applied the knowledge she gained from attending the Forensic Investigative Genetic Genealogy Workshop, resulting in a successful conclusion. On behalf of the LaSalle Police Service, I'm proud to award Senior Constable Alice Hunter a Chief of Police Commendation for this outstanding investigative work. Pictures after? You good? Yeah, okay.
Again, you guys never cease to amaze. You went above and beyond, but you did it in a different manner, and you did it in a way that it gives someone closure and their loved ones closure, whether it's in Canada or the United States. It didn't matter to you. You felt the need to get it done, and honestly, I thank you on behalf of their family as well, because I'm sure that meant a lot to them that someone was that caring. So congratulations and thank you. Our recommendation is that the memorandum from Chief Pierce dated November 20th, 25 regarding the Chief of Police commendation be received. Moved by Moore, support by Marie, all in favor, and that carries. Item 3, LaSalle Police Service retirements.
So tonight we're recognizing the retirements of 4 of our members. This is going to be done in order of retirement, not of rank or alphabet. So on September 26, 2025, Staff Sergeant Michael Foreman officially retired from the LaSalle Police Service.
The Michael J. Foreman began his policing career as an auxiliary constable with the Ontario Provincial Police, Essex County Detachment in 1989. In 1992, Mike joined the LaSalle Police Service as a cadet and promoted to constable in 1994, where he served in the Patrol Division as a patrol constable and coach officer. Mike joined the LaSalle Police Service Training Unit and became a use of force trainer in 1999. Mike received designations as a rifle, pistol, shotgun, and conducted energy weapon instructor. Mike became a member of the Ontario Association of Police Educators and the Ontario Police Video Training Alliance. Mike has served in various board positions in both organizations and continues to serve as past board chair with the OPTVA. In 2012, Mike was promoted to the rank of sergeant and served as platoon supervisor, Community Patrol Division, and supervisor of the training unit. In 2019, Mike was promoted to detective sergeant and supervised the LaSalle Police Service Criminal Investigations Unit. Mike continued to assist the LaSalle Police Training Unit with service training, course procurement, and career development. In 2020, Mike received a promotion to Operational Staff Sergeant, where he supervised patrol, criminal investigations, and training divisions. Mike also supervised peer support, critical incident, fleet, and was a Special Investigation Unit Liaison Officer. Mike has also served as an advisor to the Ontario Police College Community of Practice Use of Force Committee, Solicitor General Committees on Conducted Energy Weapons, Mental Health, Major Incident Response, and Use of Force. Mike has represented the LaSalle Police Service as an instructor at both the Ontario Police College and at St. Clair Community College. Since December of 2023, Mike has been seconded to the Ontario Police College Officer Safety Section, instructing recruits in basic recruit, constable program, and use of force training courses. Mike has accepted a position with the Ontario Police College in the Officer Safety Section as an instructor. Mike has 2 adult children who have supported him throughout his career. Congratulations, Mikey.
Is that better? First of all, I'd like to thank the board and the chief. These recognition ceremonies are something that I was not privy to in my career. It's a fantastic way to say goodbye, I guess. Also, I'd like to thank the board and the chief for allowing me, and retired Chief Davies and Deputy Chief Woods for allowing me to teach at the college. It's a fantastic program. I'm glad to see it's continuing. And any way I can support it while I'm there, please let me know. I'd like to thank my kids, my son Mitchell, his girlfriend Nicole for being here today. My daughter Madison's in Florida, who I will be seeing at the end of the week in Florida. They've always been the light of my life. Finally, I'd like to thank those people who stand at the back. I always find it amusing that they always stand at the back. But when bad things come and the wolf comes a-calling, they always run to the front. I was privileged to be a member with you guys. Thank you very much.
And Mike, we got a box for the car right over there as well. On October 31st of this year, Marlene Yearley, records clerk, officially retired from the LaSalle Police Service. Come on up. Yeah. I didn't see Lenny there.
So before I read, I have to say hi to Lenny. That's right. broke Lenny's heart by not having any food with me right now. Marlene began her civilian career in law enforcement with the Windsor Police Service on June 10th, 1998, serving as an emergency 911 communicator. In June of 2000, she transferred to the Information Services at Windsor Police. On October 18th, 2004, Marlene transitioned to the LaSalle Police Service. During her tenure, she held various support staff roles, including Police Clearance Coordinator, Freedom of Information, and her latest role as support staff for operations. During Marlene's time as support staff for operations, she established a reputable and collaborative working relationship with the Crown Attorney's Office, the Justice of the Peace, Windsor Police, and Ontario Provincial Police. Marlene helped LaSalle Police create an efficient information sharing process with partner agencies, insurance companies, and other legal entities to ensure smooth and timely dissemination of information. Marlene has received several commendations from the courts and her supervisors for her efforts. In January 2011, Marlene was designated as the scribe for the Critical Incident Command Team, assisting officers with critical incidents after completing the Incident Commander Scribe course. Additionally, she was appointed as the police main scribe for the Town of LaSalle's Emergency Operations Center and participated in annual disaster response exercises. In 2016, Marlene completed the Managing Investigations Using Power Case course at the Ontario Police College and was assigned to the LaSalle Police Service Major Case Management Team, providing support for officers with major investigations. Marlene has been an invaluable resource for the LaSalle Police Service, supporting officers, administration, and external agencies. She was a highly trusted point of contact for officers and community members seeking information relating to court, freedom of information, and various procedural matters. In addition to her role as records manager, Marlene has played an essential role in the success of LaSalle Police Service annual bike rodeo, assisting organizing and executing the event each year since 2006. Now, Marlene had what she calls her special magic basket on her desk that officers would drop all their stuff in, and everything would eventually disappear by the end of her shift. Officers trusted Marlene and were better. Oh, there we go. Sorry, there's a time limit on the mic. Just for the record, Marlene did not just throw anything away. She made the officers never know where anything is filed, and she would take care of filing all of our paperwork for us. Over the course of her 27 years as in public service, Marlene has consistently shown her dedication, commitment, and integrity to the LaSalle Police Service and the community it serves, and is now enjoying her well-deserved retirement. Congratulations, Marlene.
I'm going to say something. Is it all right? So I wasn't expecting to say anything. I don't have anything prepared, but I have to say that it's been a privilege to work.
No, you got it working.
So it's been great, and I loved working with everybody, and I'm going to miss it.
On November 30th of this year, Patricia Freitas, communicator, officially retired from the LaSalle Police Service.
I'm going to read the next two bios from here because that mic keeps going out on us. I feel like I've got my back turned to you.
I'll sit in the chair and look.
After 25 years of dedicated and loyal service, Pat Freitas has retired from the LaSalle Police Service as senior dispatcher in the the Communications Center. And this is after already having worked with Bell Canada for over 20 years. Her responsibilities within the service, in addition to dispatching, were coaching and mentoring, commissioning statements, and helping the records department with police clearances and court services material, along with many other assigned tasks. Through her work, she tried to reinforce the values of respect and fairness. Pat's commitment to the service community did not go unnoticed and were very much valued. Excuse me. Pat would like to express excitement in this new chapter and the opportunity to spend quality time with her husband Dennis, son Ryan, and daughter-in-law Krista, and proud Nana to Sydney and Lyra. Best wishes to you, Pat. Congratulations.
About to retire on December 31st of this year, Sergeant Mauro Tonin will officially retire from the LaSalle Police Service. I'd use that one.
Mauro Tonin graduated from Assumption High School before attending St. Clair College, where he earned his law and security diploma. He went on to partially complete his criminology certificate at the University of Windsor, during which time he was hired by the Sandwich West Police Force. Mauro later completed levels 1 and 2 of police management through Henson College at Dalhousie University. Mauro began his law enforcement career as a part-time Canada Customs officer. He officially joined the Sandwich West Police Force in November of 1990. In 1991, the town of Sandwich West became the town of LaSalle. Mauro, along with his fellow officers, transitioned to the newly formed LaSalle Police Service. In 1992, Mauro fulfilled his dream of becoming a LaSalle police officer. Throughout his career, Mauro served in numerous roles and capacities, including sergeant, a first-time community liaison officer for the department. I just want to pause there and say, I had the privilege, and so did Mike Foreman, of following Mo into this role. And I can honestly say that he paved the path for this. He set the bar extremely high, and we tried to match that. And so, Mo, I just want to say that was an awesome job you did for us there. He's been a Values, Influences, and Peers Officer at Prince Andrew for 24 years, a child speed inspector and trainer for 18 years. He was a counterterrorism information officer, designated crime prevention through environmental design officer, incident command, domestic violence investigator, quartermaster, joint forces operation and traffic safety, a bike officer, an ATV officer, a marine officer. His pride and joy, the Historical Vehicle Committee co-founder and coordinator. And if anyone's ever out and sees the car, you know Mo is not far from it. He's been a scenes of crime officer, police liaison on the Road Watch Committee, and a coach officer. Mauro also initiated and contributed to many community safety programs, including Children's Safe Seat Committee, Child Seat Safety, the BRAD program and VIP programs for grade 9 and 10, Elmer, the Safety Elephant Anti-Bullying Program, Annual Bike Rodeo, Safety Patrol Program, summer safety cycling program, which Mo, I believe you started and is still going strong to this day. LaSalle Police Youth Charity Golf Committee, Polar Plunge, which we'd like to see Mo do this January. Yeah. Bicycle registration program, crime prevention displays, Stuff a Cruiser event for the Salvation Army. Some awards and recognitions he has received: a 2001 Automobile Association Central Ontario Traffic Safety Officer of the Year Award, 2003 Canadian Automotive Central Ontario Safety Patrol Program Achievement Award, 20-year Exemplary Medal Service, 30-year Exemplary Medal Service, the Queen Elizabeth II Diamond Jubilee Medal, multiple supervisory and departmental commendations, and numerous letters of appreciation, including LaSalle Town Council, LaSalle Police Service Board, Girl Guides of Canada, Victim Services, Greater Essex County District School Board, Crime Stoppers, Montessori Schools, City of Windsor, and others. Mauro and his wife Morella are proud parents of 2 sons, Luca, 23, and Adriano, 20. Mauro and his family continue to be active participants in the community events and initiatives. As he enters retirement, Mauro looks forward to spending more time with his family, tackling home projects, enjoying photography, playing golf, traveling, and making up for lost time with loved ones. Congratulations, Mo.
Hello, welcome family, friends, and colleagues. Please get comfortable. I've been serving this wonderful community for 35 years, and I ain't leaving this podium until I says my piece. To my fellow retirees, Michael, Arlene, and Patty, congratulations on your retirement as well. I want to thank your worship, Mayor Mawash, the Police Services Board, for your continued support in our initiatives. I also want to express my gratitude to the many previous Police Services Board and town councilors for their years of support. All I ever wanted to do was be a policeman. I had no plan B. I didn't do this last night. When I was 11 or 12, my friend Carmel and I would go to consumer distributing, Google it, take the purchasing sheets, load them in my box I built for my bike, and we patrolled the 1400 block of St. Clair Avenue in Windsor, stopping my sister, Lisa, or his brother, Joe. We would write them up for no hand signal, speeding, and improper turn. This is where the dream began for me. I applied to several area police services, one of them 8 times. But fortunately for me, I was hired by the St. West Township. There are many people to thank for helping me achieve my dream. In every speech that I've ever given, I want to thank Chief Jim Lepine, who in October 1990 took a chance on a 23-year-old and allowed me to fulfill my dream. Kevin Baldwin for assistance in fulfilling that dream. I also want to thank Larry Shaw, my direct supervisor as a staff sergeant during my time as a police cadet. On more than one occasion, I found myself formally invited to meet with him in his office. One time as a cadet, and we had the same uniform, and Mike can contest to this, same uniform as regular police officers. We had a gun belt, Sam Brown, or a bat belt. We had a holster, no gun, empty handcuff pouch, speed loaders, Google it, and a radio, and we were armed with a pen. If I finished my subpoenas early, somehow I always found a cruiser with a radar in it, so naturally I would set up speed traps, start pulling over motorists, And it didn't take long before I received another invitation to meet with Staff Sergeant Shaw in his office. This one particular time, he said, "Stop pulling cars over. It's dangerous. You don't have any use of force options. You don't even have a vest." You're kind of blowing this out of proportion. When I worked at Canada Customs, I was armed with a pen. I was seizing loaded handguns and drugs. Pulling cars over in LaSalle is tame. Again. Let's just say this man gave me approval so that the Detroit Police helicopter could land at Prince Andrew for Police Week. Thank you for your patience, Terry Shaw, and for not firing me. Immigrants, and I say that with great pride. Both of you learned the language, the culture. You did so without hesitation. You taught me and my sister Lisa the true meaning of sacrifice, strong work ethic. I love both of you. Actually, today my parents are celebrating 63 years of marriage. My sister Lisa. My sister Lisa, my brother-in-law Donner Jr., my nephews and nieces, Sarah, Will Donald, Connor, Jenna. Thank you for your support, understanding, love. And Lisa, thank you for changing family dates so that I could attend when I could. That's meant a lot to me. My in-laws, Mario and Lieutenant Buddy. Lord in heaven, thank you for your support, love, and I miss you both. It's often said that behind every successful man is a successful woman. I never liked that saying. I prefer this beside every successful man is an equally successful woman. This one for me is my wife, Maria. I admire your work ethic, your motivation, the way you treat people, your dedication to family, your kindness, and countless sacrifices you made so I could work nights, attend community events, or, let's be honest, be a little cranky. Just a little bit. You kept our family running when I couldn't be there. You explained to our sons why I missed important moments. You took them to soccer, hockey, golf, kumar. You entertained them so they wouldn't wake me when I slept on my niches. My success could not have been possible without you. I love you. My sons, Luke and Adriano, you constantly amaze me with your focus, dedication, motivation. The way you treat people speaks volumes of who you are. Sorry. Luca, the way you mentor kids at Kumon and through your tutoring is truly inspiring. Adriano, the way you mentor young kids at hockey camps, showing your patience, leadership, and heart. There's no feeling like having people stop your mother and me and tell us how blessed we are to have two amazing sons. We're immensely proud of you fine young men you're becoming. I'm so lucky to have sons, to have you as my sons. I love you both very much. All of you three need to know I tried very hard to get time off for your nights. I switched rest days. I paid for changes, but unfortunately, that's the nature of policing. When I first joined the department, I had no idea what community policing meant. It wasn't talked about on TV. I was lucky to have officers Peach Dye and Dave Dean as role models. Community policing might have been something written in books, but this department was practicing long before it was popular. Every elementary school at that time had a designated officer responsible for the school, be it VIP, stranger danger, community helpers, and much more. Whatever the school wanted, the officers were there. I served under Chiefs Lapine, Shaw, Russell, Yankovich, Davies, and Pierce. All different men from all different backgrounds, but sharing one vital trait. They encourage officers to lead without authority. If you had an idea to benefit the community, they let you go. In 1997, Al Sierra won the lottery. Personally and professionally. That was the year I met my wife, Noah, and that was the year I became a VIP officer for Prince Andrew Grade School. We were proud to enter. It was a different time back then. The school board supported police presence in schools. Today, priorities have shifted. Trustees see more focus on politics, especially for schools. And not allowing police officers to provide community programs is, in my opinion, a disservice to students, parents, and the community. Shame on you. The Get-Free program was the best thing I could ever do for mental health. Many of the children were immigrants or first-generation Canadians like me. I felt a strong responsibility to teach them the role of police in Canada is to help, not to take family members away when you disagree with the government. I learned just as much from them as they did from me about their culture, their traditions, and their perspective. If you don't understand a subject, the best thing you can do is ask questions and seek respectful understanding. These children did more for me than I could ever have done for them. I want to thank them for giving me such a meaningful experience. Roughly estimated that there was about 1,000 children that participated in the VFP program when I was a VFP officer. Officers, please stay involved in the community. You might think you're not making a difference, but you are. Last May, during a child seat inspection clinic, my mother asked, "Are you Officer Tonin?" I said, "Yes." Then she said, "Aren't you retired?" Then she said, "You taught me in VIP when I was 12. I'm 28 now and have 2 kids." That was a reality check. She went on to thank me for my dedication program. Others have done the same over years. Whether it's from coaching them in soccer when they're young or participating in the safety patrol program. So please get involved with the community. You won't regret it. As mentioned by Deputy Chief Woods, I did receive the honor for the award for traffic safety for Southwestern Ontario and several community programs I initiated received regional recognition. One of the most meaningful was the safety patrol program. The idea began when I observed the school crossing guard working alone with no patrollers present. That moment took me back to my own experience at grade 6 St. Patrick's School on the corner of Randolph Avenue and Donkin Street. Curious why patrollers were allowed to be part of the safety school program, I began research and discovered that many schools no longer had organized programs in place. I acted consulting with Windsor Police, CAA, and Chief Non-Police. We then built strong community partnerships to bring the program back to life. Support from Stevens Home Hardware, Zayers, LaSalle, Naples Pizza, CAA, dedicated school crossing guards, and most importantly, the children who became patrollers and the parents who granted permission and supported them. Principals supported, except for one hiccup. And it wasn't the public school. It was at Monsignor Caron. The principal insisted that training be done in French. Well, I don't parler français. Thankfully, Madame Gerard recognized and provided the program as patrollers would be building leadership skills, responsibility, dedication, qualities. She then scheduled the training for an English class. She's just an awesome person. Thank you. Through cooperation, commitment, and shared focus on child safety, Safety Patrol program is successful, reestablished, and recognized as a model of community-driven traffic safety. Not because of me, far from it, but all the people I mentioned. The secret behind every successful program, be it community or crime prevention, is the LaSalle Police Service simple. Real success comes from partnership with the police and the community. We're lucky to live in a place where so many people and organizations want to get involved. That's what makes the town of LaSalle such an amazing, creative problem. When I was at police college in 1991, the instructor told us, "Don't think you're going to change the world. You'll be disappointed and frustrated. You're dealing with politicians, lawyers, and the public. Just do the best job you can." I thought about that for a long time. Maybe I could change the world. But to work, make my community better and safer. A place where people want to start families and put boundaries. Again, thank you, Peachy Valley, for mentoring me, community policing, and showing me what looks like in practice. I hope I've been able to carry those lessons forward and to a role model for the officers. I also want to thank the Girl Guides, Spark community. Earlier in my career, I had the privilege of making several presentations to them. He presented me with a plaque bearing a quote that profoundly shaped how I tried to live. Whenever my internal motivation like dimmed, or if I began to doubt whether I was truly making a difference, The author is unknown. It goes 50 years from now, it doesn't matter what kind of car you drove, what kind of house you lived in, how much money you had, or what clothes you wore. But the world may be a little brighter because you're important in life of the child. Now, over the years, I kind of modified that. The last sentence would be, but the world may be a little brighter because you're important in life of a child or a citizen. There was another passage I remember. Ezekiel 25:17, the path of the righteous man, but that will be discussed at the time. My fellow officers and communicators, thank you for sharing difficult moments and the humorous ones. Thank you for watching over me. And ensuring I return to my family after the show. Please use the Employee Assistance Program. Thankfully, the days of having a shot of whiskey, pretending everything is fine, are finally over. You will see things, smell things that will stay with you forever. There is no embarrassment in seeking help. We are all humans. Please get the help we need. To Chief Pierce, thank you for allowing me to stay on with the award-winning historical police cars. The Youth Foundation Golf Tournament, and the Portal Punch Committee. Good luck to you, Chief. I feel this department is finally moving out of the dark ages into a modern era. Police Services Board, great hire. It's the last page. I extend my sincere gratitude to citizens of LaSalle for embracing our programs and for your ongoing support of me in the LaSalle Police Service. I try to conduct myself to the highest level of integrity, empathy, compassion, respect, fairness, and objectivity. I hope I will be missed in a good way, because to me, that means self-assured that I treat people well. As I'm closing this very long chapter in my book of life, I'm so grateful to God that my path led me away from other area police services and brought me to the St. West Township / LaSalle Police Service. This is where I was meant to be. I felt like home. I'm thankful to the policing profession for the role it's played providing my community. Remember, I'm not retiring. I'm under new management. Please see my way. Thank you very much, and may God be with you.
Okay.
It's important that we recognize the good work that our members do, but also long careers spent in the policing profession. It takes a lot, and so this is a thank you to the board for allowing us to do this. It's a small gesture for us to say thank you for everything that you do for this town. So round of applause for the 3 people that got awards and the 4 retirees.
Thank you. I wrote down some notes as everyone was kind of giving their farewell speeches, and I thought to myself, there's so many things that could be said. How do I kind of sum this up real quickly? It's not to take your time because we need to get to pictures. A career in policing is more than a job. It is definitely a commitment to service, professionalism, and community safety. And you have all demonstrated integrity and compassion. And whether you are on the front lines or behind the scenes, your contributions have definitely made LaSalle a safe place to be. All 4 of you, including everyone standing at the back or sitting at the chairs, you are what sets LaSalle apart. You are what community policing is. Otherwise, those are just words. So we have to thank all of you in this room because you've made LaSalle different and you've made LaSalle the community it is today. On behalf of council, the board, and the residents of the town of LaSalle, we want to wish everybody a very happy, healthy, and well-deserved retirement. And we want to thank you for your service and sacrifice. And as we always like to do as well, is thank all the family members who also sacrificed a lot so that your loved ones could follow their dreams, but also their call for duty. So thank you to family and friends and everyone here today for joining us. and congratulations to all of you. So we are going to take a 5-minute meeting break because we have lots of pictures we want to do, and we hope that nobody will leave, that everyone will come up for pictures, including everyone in the back of the room, whether you're in uniform or not. And we will start with maybe the awards first, and then we'll do the retirements. Okay, that may have been longer than 5 minutes. But it's a celebration, so that's okay. So we do need to receive the 4 retirements. So it's the memorandum from Chief Pierce dated December 1st, 2025. Mover?
So moved.
Moved by Marie, support?
Second.
Anita, all in favor? That carries. We're going into our reports and correspondence for action. Item 1, LaSalle Police Service Appointment of Officer. Chief.
Thank you, Mayor Malash. Nathaniel Vikla started his career with the LaSalle Police Service as a cadet on September the 2nd of this year. He began basic constable training at the Ontario Police College on October 7th. He's scheduled to graduate this Friday, December 19th, and upon graduation, he'll be promoted to a constable 4th class pending approval from the board. So we're requesting that the board appoints Constable Nathan Vikla as a police officer effective Monday, December 22nd, contingent upon his successful graduation at the Ontario Police College. And also authorize the chair of the board to sign and issue certificates of appointment to Nathaniel Vikla on behalf of the board.
Thank you. Any questions or comments? The recommendation is that the memorandum for Chief Pierce dated December 1st, 2025 regarding the appointment of officer be received, and that the board appoint Cadet Nathaniel Vikla as a police officer effective Monday, December 22nd, 2025, contingent upon their successful graduation from the Ontario Police College pursuant to Section 85 of the Community Safety and Policing Act 2019, and that the board authorize the chair of the board to sign and issue a certificate of appointment to Cadet Nathaniel Vikla on behalf of the board pursuant to Section 83, subsection 4 of the Act upon confirmation of their successful completion from the OPC.
Also move.
Moved and support?
Second.
All in favor? That carries. Item 2, LaSalle Police Service Board 2026 proposed meeting dates. They are attached. Is there any questions or comments? If not, it's the memorandum from the board secretary dated November 17th, 2025 regarding LaSalle Police Service Board 2026 proposed meeting dates be received and that the proposed 2026 meeting schedule be approved as presented. Moved?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? And that carries. Item 3 is our 2026 annual membership fees. Don't think there's any further questions on that, but if there are, nothing. And it's at the memorandum from the board secretary dated November 18th, 2025 regarding the 2026 Ontario Association of Police Service Boards in OAPSB Zone 6 annual membership fees be received, and that the 2026 OAPSB and OAPSB Zone 6 annual fees be approved for payment.
So moved.
Moved by Marie, support. Moved by Anita.
Second.
All in favor? That carries. Item 4 is LaSalle Police Service Board policy, which was collection of identifying information in certain circumstances. I don't know if anyone has any questions. They've had a chance to review. All right. Recommendations that the memorandum and attachment from the board secretary dated December 1st, 2025 regarding LaSalle Police Service Board policy, collection of identifying information in certain circumstances be received, and that the board adopt the draft policy effective December 15th, 2025 as appended to this report, and that the board chair, in consultation with the chief, be authorized to make any supplementary administrative amendments to the board policy that may be required following any additional clarification of the Community Safety and Policing Act 2019 and its regulations that may be received by the Ministry of the Solicitor General.
I'll move.
Moved, support.
I'll second.
Marie, all in favor? And that carries. Our consent agenda has 10 items. Are there any items that we want to pull out and speak to directly? If there are none, can we have a motion that items G1 through G10 on the consent agenda for December 15th, 2025 be received for information?
So moved.
And support?
I'll second.
All in favor? That carries. Questions or statements by board members? Bylaws. So the following bylaw be given a first, second, third reading and finally passed, and that is 2025-01 being a bylaw to impose fees and charges for services or activities provided by the Town of LaSalle Police Service.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? And that carries. Schedule of upcoming meetings are listed below, which is January 19th, 2026 at 4:15 and 5 p.m. public meeting. That's everything. That's it for 2025. Thank you and have a good night. Meeting adjourned.